what's up guys? In this video I'm going to talk about how long you should rest for in between exercises and throughout your workout, and how you should model that throughout a workout program. Now, the first thing I will say is that when it comes to having appropriate rest periods, it all depends on your current fitness level, number one. And then number two, it also depends on what your goals are in your program. So that's the big number two. Now, I'll give you scenarios in order to help answer this question, because it really, based on what I just said right there, in case you couldn't tell, it really depends. It just always will depend on the individual and what the individual is looking to achieve and what his current or her current health and fitness level is. So when it comes to newbies, for example, who want to get stronger and build some muscle, usually with them, I would say having rest periods be on average around a minute is best. But let's say that you're somebody who has a bit more experience than someone who is brand new. Let's say you have a few years of experience when it comes to working out. If you're going for muscle, keep your rest periods between 30 seconds to a minute. This is for hypertrophy-based workouts. Now, that does not include, though, circuit training. Circuit training, you would have to do longer rest periods after each round during a circuit workout. So let's say that you do 4 to 5 exercises in a row for one circuit. Having your rest period be anywhere between a minute and 30 seconds to 5 minutes would be more appropriate because of the high intensity of the circuit and the amount of work you do in a short period of time. And that would require you to take a longer rest period in order to have more time to recover, recuperate, and be able to perform in the next round of the circuit. Though back to hypertrophy-based training that does not involve circuit training, let's say involves doing exercises one by one or doing supersets at most, 30 seconds to up to a minute would be usually appropriate, even for somebody who is an intermediate and up to advanced. Newbies, though, still for hypertrophy-based workouts, they should stick to closer to 45 seconds to 1 minute. Now, let's say that you also, in your program, have strength training involved. Now, when it comes to strength training, usually you want to have, even if you're an advanced person or an intermediate person, and not just a newbie, you want to have the rest periods be between a minute to maybe even up to 10 minutes. Though when it comes to having the rest periods be more than a couple minutes, usually you're going for maximal effort with a heavy load. So a heavy load would be something that you would only be able to do for 1 to 3 reps. This is maximal weightlifting, maximal strength training. And so, in case you couldn't tell, when it comes to having appropriate rest periods, when it comes to workouts that involve resistance training, either through bodyweight exercises or weightlifting with free weights, usually when it comes to a high intensity performance that needs to happen with your workout setup, either through doing circuit training or doing heavy weightlifting, the rest period goes up. Now, with hypertrophy-based training, that's usually not as intense as doing heavy weightlifting and circuit training. The rest period goes down. So that's actually one guideline you can follow. When you're going for muscle building, a muscle building type performance in a workout, rest periods are generally shorter. When it comes to strength or strength endurance, the rest periods become longer. And it's all about, by the way, having the performance that you want to have in your workouts. That's the whole purpose behind deciding what rest periods are going to be appropriate for you in a given workout, whether it be 30 seconds or 1 minute or 5 minutes. It all just depends. It depends on what you're going for. It depends on your current fitness level. And once you can consider those things first before deciding everything else and then finally go after it in your workouts, you are going to be in a much better position than most people would be in the gym. So to wrap up this video, I hope these tips were helpful for you, and I will see you all in the next video.